Hi and welcome to part 7 of my big voluminous healthy hair series. If you want to see how I styled my hair like this, keep watching. So I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to put it into sections. Like that. So now the bottom of my hair is short. Nobody's really going to see this, but I don't like that it flips out, so I'm just going to flip it under. First, always applying my heat protectant. Now I'm using the straightener today. So I'm just going to go in and we're just going to give it a slight bend and pull through so that it curves it under. Now the next section we're going to take down and we're just kind of going to do the same because anything below your temples isn't adding to the volume, so we don't got to do as much to it. Now we're getting to the fun part. So now that we're at our temples, we're going to take this section down. We're going to apply our heat protectant. Now that I'm wanting volume, I'm going to take my section, I'm using a tail comb, and I'm going to take that, I'm going to lift it up, we're going to hold it up, we're going to start here in the middle, and we're just going to pull down. We're not going to rat it, because we don't want to damage our hair, we're just back combing, so just a little bit to create this like base down here, so that it stands up like that. Now, if your hair is even finer than mine and the tail comb isn't enough and it just kind of slips through, then I recommend using something like this. This is a hair shark, and you can see it has like the coarse bristles along with the teeth. So now, if your hair is super fine and you need a little extra grit, you're gonna hold it up, take that and do the same thing and just kind of pull down. Like that. I'm gonna go around my head and just do all my back combing first. And the reason it is kind of sticking and it's not just slipping right out is because I already put that dry shampoo and the dry texture spray in my hair, so it's got a little grit, a little something to hold on to. Now, if your hair is the type that really never holds a back comb, or you do it and it looks good and then a little bit later it's slipping out, now that I just went and did all that teasing, I don't necessarily need to do this always, but you might need to. Now you're gonna take your hairspray and you're just gonna spray a tiny bit at the back comb to keep it in place. But you need to let that dry before you apply the heat. The heat protectant, a good one, is like insta-dry, so you don't need to wait for anything to dry before using your hot tool. So now that we got our heat protectant on this layer, we did our back combing on this layer, I applied a little bit of hairspray if you need it. Now I can go in and I'm gonna heat up that back comb just to really lock it in and then just smooth it out. Now I don't want this to be like a little girl like curled under look. I'm just kind of looking for smooth and a little bend at the ends. So again, take your section, couple quick passes at the root to lock it in, and then just pull it through. You can see where I'm going with this. Now I'm gonna do my mohawk a little bit different, so I'm just gonna finish this off by taking the last bits of my sides, pulling those down, doing the crown. I'm gonna tuck my mohawk away, and I'm gonna do those same steps on this layer of hair. So, heat protectant, a little back combing, and smooth it out. Like that. Now to achieve the most volume and like the swoop that I get a lot of comments on, I'm gonna break this up into two halves. So the front half of my head and the back half of my head. The back half, I'm gonna do just like I did the rest of them. And I kind of have a flat spot on the crown of my head, so when I'm doing this, I really make sure to kind of hold that till it cools so it doesn't fall flat right away. Now the front half, we're gonna style forward because I want it to go backwards. So we're over directing our hair. So we're gonna start out with the tiniest little sliver in the front, like see-through sliver. Clip that away. Apply our heat protectant. Now we're not teasing any of this, but I am gonna apply some heat. But I want to warn you, these front hairs are extremely fragile. They're actually half head hair, half facial hair. So you have to be very careful. So you're gonna do this very quickly. You're just gonna start here, and you're gonna sweep up, and that is it. And then we're gonna do that again. Take a little thin section, like that. One more here. Let it cool. Shabam. Now once this has cooled, now we can put it back. And look at all that volume. It's huge. So now I'm gonna go in with my dry texture, and I'm just gonna give it a little extra. I could literally stack my hair to the roof if I wanted to. Now to finish it and avoid frizz, you need a good hair oil. This is my new one that I have been reaching for. It's by Goldilocks, and I think it's because it smells so good. But anyways, it smells awesome, but it's nice and light. So you're gonna put that on your hands, and then you're just gonna kind of bust through that a little bit. Concentrating on your ends so they get nice and smooth. This is gonna add shine. It's gonna reduce frizz, and it just smells fantastic. Now this is my day one clean hair, so it's a lot softer than I normally like it. So if you're feeling like this still isn't enough volume at your base, now I would just go in and manipulate it where you want it to, because this we did no back combing, right? We did back combing all around our sides. So here I would just take that section, do a little back comb, go through here, little back comb, and that's just gonna help like enforce that volume. Now I'm a lover of the hair wax. This I'm gonna use here just to keep my bangs, because they're wanting to go forward, right? Because that's how we heated them up. But I want them to go backwards. So I'm just using a little bit of hair wax to just tame any of these little frizzies, and then also help hold that volume up and over. Now, if you feel like you got a little bit too curled under, now you can go through on your ends and just kind of smooth them out. And that's how I achieve big, voluminous, straight hair. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you want to see how I style big curly hair, keep following along. Hit that follow button, because that'll be the next video in my big, voluminous hair series. Hope this helped.